Into it then. All right. So, let me click this button right here. And click that button right there. And we'll be good to go. Okay, I heard you guys chatting as I was setting things up, and you were completely and utterly right. Where we left off last week was a battle with the Sioux monsters. And if you remember, yes, they do have multi-attack. And yes, one of these guys, well, it wasn't just one of them, it was several of these guys, almost killed Leopold in a single round. So, you've noticed I've already rolled an initiative for those guys, so that would be your cue to roll initiative for your own characters. You're all dead. Sorry. Yeah, we're just picking up from where we left off last time with the battle against these Sioux monsters who managed to almost single shot Leopold but didn't. So we're just rolling into initiative, Mr. Carrick, or Miss Carrick, I should say. So if you roll into initiative, we can get started.
For the tiebreaker, does it get the dex number or the dex modifier?
The dex number. So what's your dex modifier, Inyoka? It doesn't look as though I picked it up.
My modifier is 4. My number is 19.
I think... there we go, 19. That's how it works. I don't know. Well, you're going to go first anyway. And just to remind you guys of exactly what happened, if you remember, there was a choice when you put the right amount of water into the statue's arms. It gave you a choice. And as soon as I bring up my notes, I can tell you what that was. There it is. So, yes, as you put the thing in, the question came. What was the question? Yes, so when the puzzle cube appears, kind of on this statue up here, and it says, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it." And I believe Mr. K2 said, not gonna curse my friends. I'm going to fight. And that's where it was. And as soon as you chose the fight option, these monkeys kind of materialized. Inyoka, though, super quick on your feet. You are the first to act. What do you do? These are hanging from the ceiling, but you can still reach them. The ceiling is not sufficiently high, but they are hanging from rafters on the top there. So, Inyoka, you're up.
That's addition right here.
Okay. Okay, which one right where, sorry?
This one right here.
Okay, with an 18 with your Aquila, they're quick, but they're not that quick, and your Aquila hits and does some damage. So 10 points of damage to that one. Got it? Oh man, that obviously hits. That's a super hit. Okay, got it. He's still standing. And following up with a punch. So 3 excellent attacks. Boom! Still standing, unfortunately.
All right. That's it.
Okay, so as you unload on this guy swings from the rafters, cackling, and comes and is hanging from his tail, and actually, it's not going to do that. It's going to come back on here And you see its mouth moving, Inyoka, but you don't actually hear anything. But then the screaming stuff starts entering into your mind. Can you make me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Okay. If it's a spell or other magical effect, I have advantage.
And not spell or magical. Oh! So you hear this horrible psychic noise in your head and it rattles around your skull. And you take 25 points of, I'm pretty sure it's psychic damage. And you are stunned. Boop. Okay. So, and then this monkey kind of swings around on the rafters and cackles. Very happy with that. Okay, K2. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got it up. That light grey one. Yep. Ooh, what does your spiritual weapon look like this time? Okay. Oh, there's the lollipop. You have control of that token already, so place it wherever you like. Oh, a minute. Oh, no, sorry. Yep, I didn't quite fix it. You should have it now. Sure. And you get to attack with your spiritual weapon. Oh, a 19 does hit. As you boom, hit it with a lollipop. Oh, it's worse than that. It's that after those several hits, the lollipop smacks it off its perch, falls to the ground with a crush, and it's out of the game. Nice start, K2. Okay. And I think I mentioned this to you before, K2, but I think to make it easier, just take 8 temporary hit points for this entire round to save you rolling it each time. Okay, so, yep. So you get it right, but Inyoka as yet does not. Correct? Okay, cool. Okay, this one swings over, cackling maniacally, sees the stunned Inyoka. It's going to start with a bite at advantage because he's stunned. Oh my goodness, I rolled a 1 and a 3 on a dice. The bite's going to miss. But it's also going to attack with its claws. Vroom. Oh, 9 and a 7. Come on. What's your armor class, Inyoka? 16?
17 or 27, depending on if I'm going to die.
Okay, not sure how that works. But, so, the...
That's cheating.
Oh, it's cheating. Oh, okay, that little used rule. Okay, so the first 2 claws as he's hanging from his tail just miss for some reason, just bounce off your scaly hide maybe. But the 4th one hits. And it does 14 points of slashing damage. And I believe that takes you out, does it not?
Yep, I'm dead.
Okay. Worse than that, it takes another shot at you. And you have failed 2 death saving throws. And the monkey's... And that was its 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. And Artis. Artis says, oh, my goodness, this is not acceptable. And the one that's laying into Inyoka, he brings out his longbow. Let's make 3 attacks with it. And look at that, they all hit. So that's a total of, what, one more? 9, 16 points of damage on this one. Okay, so the arrow flies across, boom, and just arrow after arrow after arrow flies across the thing, thumps into him. Orvix on the outside says, "Oh no, this is not my battle. I'm here to translate. I'm not here to fight. It is not what I do." The Sioux monster up here targets 1 to 3 Carrick, otherwise K2. It targets Carrick. And you see the monkey's mouth move Carrick, but you don't hear anything. Then you feel this crushing sensation inside of your brain. Make me a wisdom saving throw. Oh! You too hear this thing reverberate around your head, taking 16 points of damage. And Carrick, you are stunned as well. Monkeys just dances around this ceiling, just so happy that... I mean, the DC isn't that high on these saves, guys, but you're rolling crap. But don't worry, Leopold's here to save the day.
Don't forget your temporary hit points, Carrick. Yep, I just saw that, so it's still a pretty big hit.
Leopold's gonna bounce up there and see everybody and go, "Have to be monkeys."
Oh.
40-foot cube, so it's gonna fit everything in there. 6 characters, and I can choose all the monkeys.
Okay, well, there's only... Okay, well, if they fail, what? So DC 14 saving throw, and there's 5 monkeys left. Very good use of the spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So DC was 14. So 2 succeed, 2 fail. I'm just... Oh, sorry. Let's do one more saving throw. Wisdom. 2 of them fail altogether. The last one made it as well. I'm going to let you choose. Which 2 would you like slowed, Leopold? The one next to Inyoka. There's only one next to Inyoka. Oh, this one over here. This one over here. Okay. Okay.
I'll back up and I'll point to I'll go back here and I'll point to Rock for party first.
Okay, Rock. Where is Rock? Oh, he's outside. All right. Okay, so slow is cast. Some of the monkeys slow down. Great use of the spell, of course, to reduce. So what? It's an attack, a move, or a bonus action. Is that right?
You can only take an action or a bonus action. You can't do both. And regardless of how many attacks you hit, you only get.
Okay, got it. So,
And -2 to AC.
okay, cool. So nice use of the spell. Carrick, you stand there. Let me make this clear. At the end, yeah, you can make another saving throw if you like, Carrick. Another wisdom saving throw to reduce the stun. Yeah, wisdom, yep. So you shake off the stun, which is the good news. The bad news is it happens at the end of your turn. So, but you shake it off, which is great. It happens at the end of your turn, so no actions at all. So, no. Gotta try it again. This one starts feeding into your mind, Carrick, and it's going to do the same psychic crush attack on you. So another wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, man. Not going well. So take that much psychic damage. And you are stunned once again. Oh. Oh, that is bad. Okay, so Psychic, once again, it just dances around on the ceiling, very ecstatic that this has been done. Sleater comes in and says, "You bunch of mindless idiots! Resist them!" And she's going to target one of the slowed ones because of nothing else. There'll be... It's +2 or -2 to their AC. Is that right, Leopold? Boom, boom. Oh, just the one shot. Oh. Okay. She only gets one attack, but she does crit. So 16, 25. Whew. Nice hit. And the arrow shoots off and she looks very proud of herself. But then sees what's happening and says, "Oh, I'll back up here. I'll come in and support you." Dragonbait, just furious, walks up to the one that's slowed. You smell brimstone as he attacks. And he swings with his sword two-handed once, twice. Hits both times. Does 18 points of damage, and the one that was slowed falls to the ground. And Dragonbait kind of goes, "Ugh." Rock! All the way out there in the restroom. What do you do?
Yeah, I don't know how I'm doing out here. So I'm gonna go my 5 and try Misty Step. Here right next to this.
Uh-huh.
Where I will move
I will point out that Inyoka is on death's door. I will point out that it's his turn next, and he's a 50-50 chance of dying.
Thanks for pointing that out. I think I have anything now.
Okay.
It's alright, I'm looking at what my next build's gonna be.
Oh, might we have the first...
We haven't had a rest in some time, but I used up all of my hands, so
Okay. Just pointing it out.
I appreciate that. So I'm going to attack that element here.
The slowed one. Yep. Both of those hit. So 13, 26 damage. Okay. Got it. Ugh.
My bardic inspiration.
Leopold.
D8 damage. If you like that.
Okay, so an extra 4 points of damage. Your bardic inspiration fades. And yep, still standing, but it is down. Okay. Is that the end of your turn, Rock? As you misty step, boom, appear there. Okay. The one you just hit, Rock, is going to do the same thing that it has done on the other players. So, make a wisdom saving throw as you feel your mind being crushed by the psychic crush. Wisdom saving throw. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is not good. You can take 5d6. Whoops. Oops, that's not right. 5d6. Ooh, 25. Look at those 6s and 5s and 4s. That's a great roll. Okay. Inyoka. Oh. Yep. Make a death saving throw. And with that, Inyoka shuffles off. Whoops, sorry, wrong person. With that, Inyoka shuffles off his mortal coil. Yep. So Jimmy, you have another character in mind?
Yeah, I'm going through. I always have a bunch of them in mind, so let me see what I want to try.
Do you have the campaign link on D&D Beyond? Do you want me to send that to you again?
No, I got it.
You got it. Okay. And just send me a token when you're ready. And we'll find a way to bring you back into the story. And of course, I won't tell Inyoka, but something interesting happens to Inyoka's soul when he dies. Because remember that resurrection magic is just not working. So even if you did have like raise the dead or something, it's not going to work for Inyoka. Ooh. The Sioux monster.
Still listening, but I have to change that roll 20 to my other thing.
Of course. Of course. So, the Sioux monster jumps on top of the statue. Oh, let me bring up my character sheets. Let's have a better understanding of what everybody's capable of. Okay. So this Sioux monster jumps down and lands on top of the statue and kind of cackles. And it looks at Carrick and it looks at Rock. And it's going to go for Carrick first. Actually, what would I do if I was... These people are out of it. No, I take it all back. It's going to go for Dragon Bait. So, Dragon Bait, whose AC is that? Okay, so goes to bite Dragon Bait. Misses, just clanks off his armor. And then 2 more attacks. Oh, clanks off his armor. Last 2 attacks. 2 of them hit. 2 of them hit for a total of 19 points of damage onto K2, who is himself definitely in the bloodied condition. He's a real hit point tank, but not that much of a hit point tank. But he took it. No, sorry, I don't know what I said. I meant to say Dragon Bait. I might have said K2 because it's your turn next. Yeah, Dragon Bait got attacked by the Sioux monster hanging upside down above the statue. K2.
Give him those temporary hit points. He should have had 8 temporary hit points.
Okay, I'll give him 8 hit points back. Good point. Okay.
Okay. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to bring over this
Okay.
and hit this. Try to hit this monster.
Okay. Oh, first one of the night.
Inspiration. All right, so there's that. Let's see here. Who is? Well, you guys are both stunned. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what would be the best possible way here. You just need to kill me, so all right. I'm going to. Sorry, I can't make decision here.
So good.
Do life transference.
Ooh.
Rock.
Okay, go for it, Syed.
Here. So does that mean? So I rolled 15. So he gets 30, and I get 15 points of damage.
That's right. Yep, you take 15, they get 30. Yep.
And I.
Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome. And I can't take. Can I take my temp off or use temporary on
Of course you can. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, so then 8 of it is temporary. Alright, and that is my turn, but I will roll this round's
Temporary. So 8.
8 back.
All right. Circle of life.
Fine, I'll stay right there.
Okay. Artisimber rushes forward and says, Carrick, you're a fucking idiot. And drags Carrick back. Whoops. Back to... he drags him and dumps him behind him right there. Damn idiot. So, and that's what Artis does. He kind of, since it's forced movement, he drags Carrick out the way, drags him back, seemingly thinking Carrick might be an ally worth saving. Orvix says, oh, I don't know what's happening, but I'm sure everything is fine. Nothing bad could possibly happen. Everything is good. Okay, this thing is, let's see if it... rocks right there, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to roll a d6. You don't want a 5 or a 6. Okay, so it doesn't get its attack back. But climbs over the corpse of Inyoka, sees the stunned form of Ruck, will make 5 attacks against Ruck, all at advantage. Ruck, your armor class is 18. So, tries to bite you. Shump. And that will hit with a 17 and an 18. Oh, no, the bite is not their best one. But you take 3 points of damage, Ruck. Then the claws, natural 20. So take another 9. Second claws, 21. So take another 7. Next one, 21 and a 14. Okay, so 12. Did you get all of that damage, or do you want me to add it up again? You got it. Okay. Okay, so once again, the monkey just claws, claws, claws. And then because you're stunned, it's just going to climb up here. And that's its turn. Leopold.
Down these other corridors, could I throw something through there at him, or stab through with like my halberd?
Well, there were masks, if you remember, and you could see through the eyes on the mask. I'm going to say you maybe be able to get this one, but you'll be at disadvantage, and he'll get +5 to his AC. Very difficult shot, but it is possible. Okay. All right. Halberd away. On your judgment. That one hits. And that one hits as well. Both of them hit. So, heck into him. 13 points of damage. Whoops. Okay, cool. Okay. So Carrick stunned, but Bardic Inspiration might help you with that. Okay, so I'll give you Bardic Inspiration. That was Leopold. Carrick! Speaking of Carrick, make a wisdom saving throw. That succeeds. You are not stunned, but that's the end of your turn. And Artis Simba leans down over you, Carrick, and says, "Get your head in the game. Don't want to be pulling you out of danger again. Get in there!" The Sioux monster. Let's see if it gets its psychic thing back. It does. Okay. So who do we have? We have the 1 to 2. It's Dragonbait. 3 to 4 Leopold. 5 to 6 K2. Leopold, make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh, someone resists it. Somewhere off in the ether, you get to hear people cheering that people actually make a saving throw. And then it's going to stay there. Salida is going to look at that one on the top there. She's going to fire her short bow at it. Boom! And it just swings wide. Off into nowhere. But she's happy to stay there. Dragonbait. He is going to... he's going to attack the one on the balancing on the statue. Twice with the Holy Avenger. Oh my goodness. This is... Oh, shit. So 14... Dragonbait once again just slays the creature as his sword. Boom, boom. Carves through twice with holy energy. Ruck! Wisdom saving throw. Oh, still stunned. That is such a shame. So, slow, they get a wisdom saving throw at the end of their turn. Is that right, Leopold?
He should have had one last round. He didn't take a turn. He skipped him, actually, I noticed, with Inyoka. So
Ah.
he skipped his turn, so he technically would have gotten.
I'll call that a DM mistake. And we'll just say this at the end of the round. So, oh, that's Dragonbait. That's not right. So he's going to get one attack this turn. And what's the DC for the slow? 14. So he rolls a 12. So he's still slowed. But he's going to get one attack. And he's going to use one of his claws against Ruck at advantage. Boom. Yeah, that's 14 points of slashing damage, Ruck. As this creature gets one hit on you at advantage. But that will be its turn. Oh yeah, and don't forget your 8. Okay, Inyoka. Oh shit, sorry, too soon. K2.
Since it's slowed, it doesn't get reactions, right?
Correct.
I'm going to turn my attention to psychic drive. Lots of these other things. So I'm going to here, so I have a better line of sight on this guy, and do a guiding bolt.
Ooh. Okay. Fire it up. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness. That is not good.
Actually, I'm going to move out of the way, so I'll just move.
Yeah, a bit of a conga line down here.
Yeah, I'll move right over here. I'm going to get right up in this guy's face.
Okay. Artis Simber aims at the guy who's getting up in your face. And he fires his longbow 3 times. 3 hits. So 11, 21 points of damage. Oh, so fires his arrow. And then, whoops. Then arrow after arrow just goes whoosh, 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 whoosh. Come flying at him, and he got hurt. Then Artis turns around to Carrick and says, "So you brave enough to go into battle, or are you going to run away again?"
You're waiting for a response.
Yes.
Waiting for my turn.
He,
Yes, I'm not doing too good, but I'm here.
show me how brave you are this time. And he steps aside and effectively almost gives you a little push in the back to encourage you into combat. Oh, by the way, K2, did you forget your spiritual weapon?
I know I missed.
Oh, that's right. That's right. There was twos for both of them. Okay, Artis fires off. Cool. Orvik says, "Ah! Ah!" The Sioux monster, who is not stunned, sees Rock on the floor. Actually, does it get a sink back? 5 or a 6? Nope. Let's see them as... when is the next Sioux monster going? Comes over and surrounds K2. Goes K2. Your armor class is 19. The bite misses. Oh my goodness. Oh, so this Sioux monster just is unleashing you with bites and claws, and you're not managing to dodge them, but it just click, clank, clink, clink, clink. Your armor saves you. 5 misses. The best was an 18. Okay, Leopold.
Leopold will move here and pokey poke twice blade.
Okay. That hits. Oh. Oh. Oh, those are some terrible crit rolls, buddy. Alright, still 2 good hacking attacks on this creature for a total of 14 points of damage. Yeah, he looks, whoops, he's looking severely injured, but he is not dead as you hack into this poor creature. Carrick, Artis pushes you in the back. What do you do?
Probably not going to be impressed with this, but I think I'm going to cast Bless.
Okay.
And then, now that I'm conscious again, I want to remind everybody that I already have my Holy Aura going on, so everyone should be getting a +3 saving throw. Now we have the Bless on top of that.
Okay, only within the yellow circle, of course, but yes, you're right. And who are you blessing, Carrick?
Let's see. I will
You gotta move closer, man.
Yeah, no, I will do that. I'm going to do Rock, myself, and let's see. I'm going to move forward, and I'll do Leopold.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So it's your action, you come in, you cast Bless. Yep, good. Your holy energy will guide some blows. And is that your turn, Carrick?
That is my turn.
Okay, these, well, actually, roll a d6. Doesn't get it back. So this Sioux monster is going to start laying into Carrick again. The bite hits. Not their best attack. So only 4 points of piercing damage, K2. And then 2 attacks with those claws. Oh, they both hit.
I'm sorry, this is against me?
Yep. If you like, I'll add up the damage at the end. But the
I am curious if his shield would help.
what does that bring your AC up to? Oh, actually, so it's a 22, a 22, a 19, and a 23. Okay, so your shield goes up.
I feel like that's a good use.
Yep. I think it was a tactical mistake attacking you. But anyway, still got 2 more attacks. Natural 20 and a 19. So the natural 20 will hit, of course. And you take 23 slashing damage as it just stabs into you. You're going to have me re-roll that 20? Why don't you re-roll that d20 for me, Leopold? You re-roll it. Roll me a d20, Leopold. I'm going to give myself one of these.
Thank you, Leopold.
And who do you give advantage to? Leopold, you're muted. Who do you give advantage to?
Myself.
Yourself.
My character sheet up. I didn't have my unmute up. Yeah, it's myself.
Okay, cool. So take a note of that. Man, so you got attacked 10 times there, K2, and none of them hit. That is depressing. Salida, Ames comes right behind Carrick, kind of leans over his shoulder, and she says, duck! And she fires off her short bow. And that will hit. And that will destroy this monkey as it pierces its brain and falls to the ground. Dragonbait, inspired by this, takes a step up, brings out his Holy Avenger, swings it once, twice. Hits both times for only 16 damage, but that's enough to severely injure that one. Ruck, wisdom saving throw with numerous bonuses on it.
What's my buff on with the aura?
It's Carrick's charisma modifier, which is... does it? 3. So, plus you could get there. Why don't you roll a d4? Let's see what you actually get. Yep, from the bless. So you got 9, 18, 21. 21 is enough, Ruck. But that's the end of your turn. The Sioux monster is going to try and get its ability back, which it does. Yeah, it's going to go for Leopold. Leopold, wisdom. Wait. Does it smart enough? Nah, it's not going to know about the bless or... On a 6, it knows. It doesn't know. So it's going to cast the thing on Leopold. Leopold, make a wisdom saving throw. 12 is enough, even without the bless. So, yep. So, great. Plus, you could have had advantage on that roll as well. It's unlikely, but it wasn't smart enough. And it's going to stay there.
That wastes my advantage. I have to use it on the next.
Oh, okay. So your advantage goes. Okay, cool. Thanks for clarifying. K2, what do you do? Oh, wait a minute. This thing just needs to make a wisdom saving throw to resist slow. And it rolls a 12. And I think it was a 14, so it still fails. Still slow. K2.
Alright, well, I'm going to try to stick booming blade and my long sword.
Okay, as you hit it with a sword, a huge thunder wave erupts. And the monkey kind of implodes. Just poof. You're covered in monkey gore.
And I'll move my spiritual weapon over here. See if that's not improved. Alright.
Okay. I think Oh, no, it's good enough. It's good enough. What? Well, you did 7, right? 7 point. It had 7 hit points left. So I have a question for you, K2.
How do you want to do this?
I didn't hear that, but I did hear it. Well, it's slowed, so I feel like I'm lining it just right and just clobbering it on top of this head, and of course I magically peel it off. It's sticky.
And That's a sticky lollipop. And with that, the last of the Sue monkeys appears. A puzzle cube appears too. Where does it appear? Okay, so you see the puzzle cube kind of appear behind here. And what do you do? As you look down at the broken body of one of your buddies.
Yeah, Eric knows he's gone, but yeah, Katie will go over and confirm it. And say some words.
Leopold will say, well, he's with Uptown. That's what he believes, right, everybody?
Yep.
No, he's gonna go. He's with Uptown as far as with what he believes. He goes up. That's what he believes. And then Leopold's gonna point down with his finger and go, dips, and point at the magic staff he had.
I forgot that he had a magic staff. But,
I don't think he had any magic.
He had a
Yeah, no,
range
he
staff,
had-
I want to say.
Yeah, he had a staff.
all yours.
I'll put it in Discord in a couple minutes.
But then he'll say he was a good warrior.
They had a few words that spoke from the heart.
He was committed to this quest, and we should definitely. Well, not that we wouldn't finish it, but we should definitely finish it. In no small part in his honor. But before we do that, I feel like we will need a long rest. I am very close to my last spells. I don't want to have an encounter like that again and be strapped for magic.
Well, I think a long rest would be in order. What are we going to do with the body?
Didn't we decide early on how
Yes.
we're going to bury it or we're going to burn it?
Yes.
Well, we asked each party member what they wanted. I don't remember what Inyoka did, but I'm sure our character can remember.
Burned. Yeah.
We have it, I think, in party loot. I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, I said everybody except Leopold wants to be burnt.
Guild roll's always going to be the holdout.
Very good. Let's do that, and then we should take our rest.
Well, I'd like to say a few words about Inyoka, if I may. I mean, yes, we have practical things to consider, but first we lost Arcus, now we have lost Leopold, and I know many of you are great and powerful divinely inspired worshippers, but as we all know, this is the end for Inyoka. Unless maybe we break this curse, maybe there's a chance to bring him back. But of course, he wants us to be buried, so I can't help but think this is the end. And while Inyoka and I crashed, he did not like me, and not to speak ill of the dead, but I did not like him, but I did respect him. He was a great warrior, and as I look around, I see mighty warriors, but I think if this group did have a leader, I think it was Inyoka. I mean, we wouldn't even be here without Inyoka. I mean, just a few days ago, he was leading us with such expertise through the jungle, and now he has fallen. But I think you are right, K2. He is well, I don't know. I mean, if people aren't being brought back, are they? Is he really with Upta? Or is his soul somewhere else? Because my understanding of resurrection magic, it can only be brought back if the soul is willing. Now, hundreds and hundreds of these rituals have been attempted over the last year. Nothing has worked. For some reason, Inyoka's soul is unwilling or unable to accept the gift of resurrection. So basically, this is a lot of bad news.
You're right, Smita. I mean, if there is a chance, we are going to burn his body, but if we are able to lift this curse, then maybe someday we could bring him back, come back and get some bits. I can't remember. Did we? Out of character. I was gonna take a bit of. I could keep it if nothing else. We didn't want to desecrate the body, but I feel like if we're gonna burn him, then even taking a small scale or something like that, if we lift the curse, then he could be brought back.
Mm-hmm.
If no one's opposed,
You would want to stay in the circle of life.
that's right.
I think
A2 would remember that. Eric would. He wants to be part of the jungle, and so his will, we will honor his will.
Maybe we'll burn his body, then I don't know, scatter his ashes around Omo.
Yes, I think that is a very good idea.
I think that is an excellent idea. Well, it's been a long and tragic day. Maybe a hut would be in order, K2. Where do you want to set it up? In here? I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
Maybe outside. I mean, I don't want us to stay in this evil tomb any longer than we need to. So we can just set it right outside, and we'll still be safe within its walls. I'll probably put it in like these little palm trees, kind of so it's not obvious.
Okay, and you're going to ritually cast that, of course.
I am going to ritually cast it, and I would like to give everybody 10 hit points before my Twilight Sanctuary fades. Oh, maximum.
Okay, yep, so absolutely, everybody take those. Okay, so you're all resting in the Twilight Sanctuary, right? So we have Carrick in there. Oops, what's going on? Carrick in there. Dragonbait, of course. K2. Leopold. Salida. Artis. Okay. And I... Oh, yep. Don't take your long rest just yet. Just hold your horses for a sec. Who am I missing? Rock. And of course, everybody's favorite translator, Mr. Orvix. Okay. So this is what I'm going to say. You sit down in your tiny hut and you start taking a rest. And so this is the pretty scene that you find. I don't know, it's a bit of a squish, but you all get inside this little glowing moony thing as your Leomund's Tolly hut. And you sit down, take a rest, and after about 30 minutes, boom, it vanishes. And you look around and think, shit, that's not supposed to happen. Let me just get these people. And you hear a voice coming from the building to the south. And it says, well, 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 well. What have we found here? Some very, very damaged looking people who I believe, if my, shall we say, spies have correct, have some puzzle cubes. Give me your puzzle cubes or prepare to die.
Is it too late to like be in the temple?
That's abnormal. Normally this thing lasts a long time, but I think someone else did. Yeah, well,
Oh, I was going to mention, by the way, you do, if you want, you may take a short rest. A short rest is fine, but definitely not a... Oh, yeah. Well, your long rest was interrupted. And, of course, this is the one great weakness with Leomund's tiny hut. It is susceptible to dispelling magic as anything else. So take a short rest, and then we'll pick it up again. They're inside. You heard the voice from inside of this building to the south.
I'd like to like really just kind of before we say anything, just like use my perception to see if I can tell how many people are in.
Okay, make a perception check. With a 20, you hear, I'm going to say, in this room, there is more than one person. And with a 20, you hear there's more than one person in this bit behind you as well. Orvik says, I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure I know who these guys are. Does anybody want to take a guess, or do you just want me to say it out loud?
I'm pretty sure it's your
Spit it out, old man.
It's the Red Wizards of Thay.
I'm gonna say reveal yourselves. Why we can talk like adults here. No need to threaten. Look over to Leopold and say, hey, maybe this is an opportunity to say that we can work together, but not reveal that we have the.
You know we can hear every word you're saying, right? I mean, the threat was clear. This is not a negotiation. Give us your cubes or die. We have you surrounded. Your petty hut has offered no protection. Hand over the cubes.
Well, who are we handing them to?
To me. To me. Just place it on the ground and walk away. If you want a name, my name is Zagmyra. And I am indeed a Red Wizard of Thay. And if your friend, the traitor over there hanging out with you now, I'm sure he can attest. And that you would all be extra crispy as we throw fireballs down upon you. Hand over the cubes. Not sure at what point you felt this was a negotiation. You can do whatever you like.
I'm not with you. I'm not with you guys.
Oh yeah, no. Didn't I hear a voice over here? Did you say there was a voice over there?
The voice that is talking is to the room to the south of you, this one here. But only, who was it? K2 would know it, but there's figures in here as well. I don't think you've expressed that, K2. And look at all of you. So perfectly arranged for a fireball to the face.
I am going to. Well, I thought I heard it.
I think spreading out is not a that would be the first.
Do not move. Okay, everybody make me a dexterity saving throw, please. And you can roll into initiative while you're at it. Carrick, you do get to move.
He just ran from us, dude.
Well, is it before he left or right when
Well, no, actually, no. You'd be back where you started from, because as soon as you made actually maybe 5 squares away, you can move 5 feet, Carrick. So, okay.
Hey, I'm still in the umbrella. That's
Leopold and Salida look a little sad, but that's all right.
So I get to add 3 to that, so.
Okay, so I'll tell you the DC. The DC is 14. So let's go through it. Oh, I've got to make some for some NPCs as well. Artis will get the... Orvix is dead. There's no way he's surviving this. Artis Simber, dexterity saving throw. What's your plus? It's +3. Artis fails. Dragon Bait passes. Okay, I'll let you guys take care of the maths. The DC, what did I say it was? It's 14. So that's the full damage. So 34 or 17. So he fails. Yep. 17. Have you made the saving throw? Yeah, 8 points of damage. He takes...
I'm going to absorb elements. That's all I got. So I take
58.
Resistant to Carrick.
don't forget your temporary hit points. So you don't lose
One assumes your temporary hit points have gone by now. With the fireball attack, that is.
Oh yeah, mine are, yeah.
Yeah, and how long does your Twilight Sanctuary last?
Well, the Twilight Sanctuary ends after a minute.
Oh.
And I get it back after a short rest.
Okay, so you get it back. But yes, okay, let's roll in these NPCs as well. Salida and Dragon Bait. How's your new character coming along, Jimmy?
Still working on it.
Okay, cool.
Not a party. Not a party to join.
No, exactly.
And while this is not the perfect...
Man, so you can save the day.
While this is not perfect, while this is a wall of fire, I think that looks pretty enough right there anyway. So, fireball comes in, explodes on top of you. Okay, Artis Simber is the first to action, and he says, well, Spit it out! And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He comes down here, and because of the nature of this ruined building, he does get eyes on people in here. I shall bring him up to the layer. But keep in mind, you can only... This is a big solid wall. This is a big solid wall. You can only really attack them from the sides here. You do see little holes here. And we'll see if that comes through. But Artisimba comes, rushes through the other side. See these two people, 3 people. And he dashes up to the first one, brings out his bookmark dagger. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that is nice. That's 3 hits. Die, you piece of shit! And 15, 21. So it comes in. Jab, 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 jab. Dragon bait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to come around this side and get right up next to another creature, but that required his dash action. K2.
When I heard the guy over here, do I know where he's at? So I had perception. So do I have a good idea where he's at?
Let me think.
Fireball came from.
Oh, the fireball came from this building, for sure. And actually, I'm going to say you didn't notice them before because they're hiding behind crates. But you do see them now. They're all ducking down behind crates, effectively getting 3/4 covers. But they are there. And you see one wizard dressed in red robes, unlike his token art. And two looks like bodyguards more than anything else.
All right. Well, I will tell. I'll say, split up. There's more over there. I'm gonna move over to that area first. I'm gonna move right up to this wizard.
Uh-huh.
Oh, for some reason I lost vision. Oh, I'm inside the building.
Yeah, it's one of the quirks.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get right up to this wizard, and I want to try to stab him with my longsword using the flame blade.
Okay.
I gotta actually roll the hit first, I guess. Oh, the 21.
Ooh, 21 does hit.
All right, so he takes 10, and oh wait, oh no, he takes 18.
Uh-huh.
And fire jumps from him and hits the other guy for 7.
Okay, so that is a good spell, especially in this situation. This guy, second guy, takes 7. Okay, nice.
Then no, I think that's all I got.
Okay, yeah, so your green flame bait, boom, hits the guy, it bounces over. Guy was looking as if he wanted to do something, but he decided against it in the end. Leopold.
Leopold will go there. He'll peek around at this guy standing right there, the wizard.
Uh-huh.
He'll take out his flute. He'll go do-do-do-do-do, a little song, and cast hold person.
Old person, interesting. Counterspell.
Oh,
Shoo! Okay, so so he's cast 2 3rd level spells. Got to keep track of this. Okay, so as you cast it, boom, it instantly gets counterspelled. Okay.
Feel good. That feels really bad. I don't know how you took that, Malcolm, in our last match.
Okay, you know what's coming. I think that's the perfect place to land another fireball. So everybody in that circle, please make me another dexterity saving throw as a fireball. Oh, I don't think Salida did it last time. Dexterity. She fails twice. Okay. So, whoops. Pressed all the buttons at once. So 35. Yep. The save is 14. Yep. So Salida falls. Oh no, she 30. No, she doesn't. She's still up.
Malcolm, I'm sorry to interrupt. I forgot. I remembered and then I immediately forgot. When I cast absorb elements,
Mm-hmm.
I store that energy, and on my attack, the fire damage should have also went to the wizard. I cast the second level, so it'd be 2d6.
I think you're right.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, usually, like against dragons, this spell's kind of useless apart from absorbing the damage. But for things that aren't fire resistance, like this one, and you cast it at what level?
Second.
Okay, you roll 2d6 and it'll take that fire damage as well.
All right. It might make a difference here. Might have other fatalities.
So 6 points of damage. Okay, so yes, was it with a halberd or whatever it was? You do hit it. The absorb elements comes off. Nice use of the spell. And as you saw this wizard, it's a female wizard, Leopold, and you notice half of her face looks incredibly young, like, you know, like a 16, 17-year-old type perfect skin, and the other half looks like a haggard old woman. But she's surrounded. She doesn't like that. So she gets her reaction back because she used it for counter spell. So she gets that back. I think she's going to cast this. Okay. Artis and Simbasel yell out, "Shit! She's disappeared! She's vanished! I do not see where she is!" That's going to be her spell because she's surrounded. That would be a sensible thing to do. And let's take a note of that. That's her 4th level spell. Okay, now, Thug turn. Comes up to you, K2. Tries to impose himself between you and the wizard. He brings out... Does he do that? Yes, he brings out his mace and attacks you twice with the mace. But both of them harmlessly bounce off your armor. No hits. Alright, so that wasn't good. Rock! Looking a little crispy there, Rock. What do you do?
I'm going to move into the front. So 30 right there.
Oh, cool.
Attack Mr. Wizard
Okay.
twice. Hold the one that's on his wizard.
swing and it's about to hit, but at the last minute a shield pops up. It's deflected. You cast shield. Oh, wait, did I do that wrong? If I did that wrong? Oh, no, I did it wrong. He's going to cast shield regardless because he's silly. His effective armor class is 20, and you've matched it so it hits, so that does in fact hit.
Okay, good. That makes me happy because I'm going to use my divine smite on the second level. So
Of course you are.
I'll do my long term damage.
So 10. Okay.
Oh, that's terrible.
So 20 points of damage. No, he's not dead.
Back again. Not dead yet.
Come on, shield. Work. Ah,
26. Is 26 a hit, knock him?
it is. His armor class is 20. 9 more is enough. As the wizard goes, give me the kill. Falls to the ground. Okay.
I turn to them and say, you're next.
Ah,
Die.
ah. Well, we'll see how they react to that.
Dead over here. You should probably think about giving us your cue.
Okay, he attacks twice with the mace, dragon bait down to the south. Once, twice. Hits once for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As he hacks into dragon bait. It's looking a little rough. This one up here. Says Rock. You're a little too, shall we say, bloody to be making such threats. He swings at you with a mace.
I'm crispy.
Crispy, bloody. And your AC is 18. That will be 2 hits for 6 points of damage. Yeah.
Not really necessary. I'm mourning a friend. I won't stand for this.
You'll certainly fall for it then. Carrick.
Get him, Karen. Get him. Get him.
That work?
That works. What type of save? Dex. They both fail. So they both take 3 points of damage. Yep.
Is it only 2d10?
Well, that 2d10.
I was thinking, like, how exciting! I'm gonna get 2.
Stealth check, man.
You don't get a second attack, right? So
So the two thugs look at Carrick taking a deep breath, and as she inhales and exhales, they brace themselves, and then a little poof of force energy comes out, and they go, "Oh, we're expecting a lot more."
Doesn't it just replaces one of your attacks, right? You can still attack.
Do I get a second attack even after the?
Don't think so, because that's your action to cast Breath Weapon, and you get multiple attacks on the same action. So, no.
Oh, I could have swore.
I'll double check it. It's the action. So.
Okay, double check that, but sure. Okay, after Carrick does that, Salida lines up one of them with her short bow, takes a shot. So it takes a shot. 11. 11? 11 does hit. Pachoo! And this one takes 14 points of damage. Ugh! He's still standing though. The thug to the south is going to take 2 mace attacks against Artis Simber. Boom, boom. Hits him once for 3 points of damage. Oh, you are right. Place one of...
Changed because it used to be that way, and then in Tasha's, I think or one of the newer books, they changed it. But the gem dragon, it's under the gem dragon.
Oh.
Looking at that, that does look like another attack, right? It says loaded group attacks.
Yep. I think you're right. So, Carrick, feel free to take an attack.
Alright, I will swing with my longsword.
Ugh. Why did I give you this extra attack?
And I give you my divine smite too, yes?
If you want, yep. And it will double your damage on the Divine Smite. You're doing Divine Smite? No, it's 2d8, so 4d8. Okay, that most definitely kills that person. So it'll... and he...
Not dead yet. There's no exit.
Okay, well, no, he is dead. I'm not even going to put an X in him because he just gets destroyed by that critical Divine Smite. And he goes down. Okay, so the thug already had his turn attacking Artis Simber. Artis Simber is going to reply with his bookmark dagger 3 times. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. And he goes down as well. Okay. Then Artis advances on this other thug to have him survive. Dragonbait looks pissed. And he is going to bring out his Holy Avenger. Swing it twice. Should have been two-handed. So 7, 15 points of damage. Okay, so the guy takes his blows. His Dragonbait hacks into him. But he is still up. K2.
I will just move up onto this guy.
Boom. So he takes 6 and another 7 if he moves, right?
That's right. That was pretty low rolls right there, but yes, that is.
And 7 if he moves. Okay.
And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. Leopold.
Paul's gonna run over to here. Alright, there. And he's gonna throw 2 boomerangs at that guy. Go.
Oh, one of them hits.
Bang.
Okay. Thump. Oh, one of the boomerang flies back to your hand. The other one and bails itself in the guy's skull. Okay.
Then I have. No, I can't do that. I'm good. That's it.
Okay. Now. Okay. 3, 4. From an area around here somewhere, you see magical darts shoot out, and there's a whole bunch of them. Firstly, I'd like to put out my cool little magical missile effect I have on my screen now. And the first 3 are going for Ruck. So, it's going to roll those. 3d4 plus 3. 15 points. I'm going to press a button again because it's so cool. Ruck, you still up?
No, I'm
Okay, so 4, 5, 6. So we've got another 4. He's casting this at a high level. And I think the next 4. Oh, I don't know why I got to Earth Elemental, but that's alright. Let's pretend this is an Earth Elemental. And the remaining 4 go to Leopold. One more time with the magic. Ah! Oh my goodness. Maximum on Rock, but not nearly as good. And actually, I'm going to say, so you guys do actually see where he is. He is right there. But I'll point out also that he is invisible. So keep that in mind. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Plus, you just saw 7 bolts shoot out and hit you. That's his turn. Oh, Rock! All of a sudden, make a death saving throw. Okay, 1 success. This thug here is going to attack Artis Simber twice with his mace. And hits both time. Artis is looking a little rough, taking 10 hit points worth of damage. This other thug. Let's see. Rock is down. Focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes off. K2, you can have an attack of opportunity if you like. 12 hits. 12 hits.
Oh, it does hit.
Yeah, does hit.
9.
Okay. Okay. This is what happens. You see him, he runs, you hit him, and he says, "Haha, bloody idiot, that's not going to kill me." He takes another couple of steps, his heart explodes, and he falls to the ground from the booming blade damage.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, that pays off. Because, yeah, I noted on his token that he had 7-year-old 7 for your booming blade damage. So, yeah, much like Bill, yeah, his heart explodes as he takes a few steps. So that was your reaction. Now it's your turn, Carrick. What do you do?
Alright, so it looks like all the bad guys around me are gone. So I'm going to run over to Dragon Blade and Artis. What is that there?
That's a wizard. It's invisible, but you see like breath and his footprints and stuff.
Get him, Carrick.
If you want to attack, it's at disadvantage, but you can attack.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my javelin. Let's see what happens here.
Okay, at disadvantage.
Oh, shoot. Just roll again, or?
Yeah, just roll again. Oh, well, there we go. 17 would hit if she didn't put up a shield. Deflects both of your javelin shots. Yep. And she's used her reaction for that. Okay, Salida is going to take note of this. Come round to the other side. Line up this with her short bow, taking careful aim. Be a disadvantage. She rolls an 18. That is going to hit. So the arrow comes through. Oh no, she's got a shield up. Haha. Shield. So psh, bounces off the shield. Forgot about that. So Salida misses. Artis Simber sees this guy in front of him one more time. Will take out his bookmark dagger. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 hits. Oh, no, that's 2. 2 hits. for 16. Okay, the thug, as artist stabs into him, the thug is still standing. And then Bragan Drake looks at the thug, raises an eyebrow, smiles, bring down this holy avenger, and I don't think he's going to survive that. Nope. And the thug gets twained in half by Dragonbait. And then he turns his sword for his second attack against the wizard at disadvantage. And it would have hit, but once again the shield deflects the blow. K2.
Rock's starting to bleed out. Alright, Rock, I'm healing you again today. This is my last spell slot. Try to stay alive, please.
Thanks, man. Maybe we can live someday.
I have a third level spell slot. I will use Healing Word as a bonus action. My fallen comrade. You get 13 back.
Thanks, Dad.
This is my action. I'm going to recast, or what do you call it? Summon my Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay.
6. That's terrible. Alright, so I'm going to get 6 temp at the end of everyone's turns. So, then I'm going to move.
Oh, that's a terrible color. Let's do that. There we go. Oh, that's an ugly color. Can't get it right.
I don't want to do too close. We're going to do right there. So I can get everybody who wants temporary hit points. That'll be it.
Okay. Cool. Twilight Sanctuary. Leopold.
Try that again.
Oh, his reaction is gone. So that is a good idea. So wisdom saving throw 14. Okay, I'm going to have you roll this, Leopold. She has a +4 to her wisdom. So you want to roll a 1 to a 9, which you succeed. So she fails. And will be Oh, okay. Well, so she's paralyzed for now. Yep. Anything else on your turn, Leopold?
No. Well, no, I might as well give Bardic Inspiration to somebody. Carrick, you're the next closest person to attack. You get Inspiration.
Okay. Roll me another d20, Leopold, and roll low. 10. Let's just confirm she gets +4 to her wisdom saving throw. So she is not paralyzed, but that is the end of her turn.
Hold on one quick second, though. Hold on. I'm going to upcast Silvery Bars. Doesn't matter. Because I want to.
That would be 2 spells on 1 turn.
Oh, that's true. Even though it's reaction.
I don't know how that works. Can you...
You can only cast it when it's triggered, right? Or not on your turn.
Succeed.
Cast on your turn. We have done before because
I think that would be okay. Because it's reaction. No, I think that's okay. I'm going to allow that and we'll take note of that. Okay, roll another d20 then, Leopold. And for the first time, you roll a natural 20. Oh! I was going to do the fail sound. You get a fail sound for rolling a natural 20. Okay. The good news is that it happens at the end of her turn. That's right, isn't it? At the end of her turn? So that's her turn. That's it. She's still invisible. She hasn't taken any damage yet. But she's in a bit of trouble as everybody gets a full round of actions against her. Rock, you're on the ground. I assume you stand up, having been brought back to life. What would you like to do?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the aura.
Okay, so this is the wizard here.
Yep.
So I will disadvantage, right? Anything I do is disadvantage.
Saving throws wouldn't be a disadvantage, for example, but attacks certainly would.
So I'll throw a couple javelins.
Okay. So the first one is a 17, gets shielded. The second one is a 14. Shield blocks that as well. So her shield just pops up, blocks it.
Oh, there's a shield over there, guys.
Yep. The stag there whose heart exploded is dead. Carrick.
Get this guy. Get this wizard. We can't have her casting another fireball.
Yep. Alright, gonna run
You
up.
get D8 on attack if you want, or
I'm
damage.
sorry, say that again, Leopold?
You get a D8 on attack or damage for Bardic. So, because it's got the shield on, so it makes me.
Do I have to make that decision before?
Oh,
No, you roll and then you see the side.
Nice. Alright.
ducking behind the shield. Okay, that will be blocked by her shield.
The D8 to try to get past it. Or you can wait.
If you roll a d8, just don't roll a 1.
Alright, I will roll a d8. Let's see this and try. Come on, man.
Okay, so that one does get through. So roll damage. So 10. Okay.
Alright, I will swing my second attack.
Okay, so let me do that first. That's a good point. Just take this damage off her first. So 10 points of damage. And her con save is +0. So let's just roll this. It goes down. She is visible.
Yes! Nice.
Well, shit. Okay. Her shield is still up, and her shield blocks it.
I think that's all I need, guys.
Okay, Salida swings in behind you, says, "We got you now, bitch." She fires her short bow, and it just flies off into the Never Never Land. Artis comes up and says, "Die, you will die this day." And 3 bookmarks. 2 of them hit. Even with her shield, she takes 17 points of damage. Okay, not looking good. Oh, and then there's Dragon Bait. Shit. Dragon Bait. Will swing twice with his Holy Avenger. Oops. Miss. Shield comes out. Protects her. She just might survive this yet. This K2 has something to say about it.
Doesn't artist get 3 attacks? And you only got 2?
Oh, I was looking at Salida's 9. You were right. Let's give Artis 1 more hit with the bookmark. 17 misses with the shield. But thank you for pointing that out. K2.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try something here that I haven't used. My goddess has granted me many gifts, and one of them, through Fey Touch, is dissonant whispers. And if it fails, she might have 4 opportunity attacks on her. So that's what I'm gonna try here.
The DM is grimacing. Okay.
15 and she takes 17 if she fails, or half if she succeeds.
Okay, so DC 15 Wisdom. Roll a D20, K2, and roll 1 to 13 is what you want.
Alright, I can do that.
You want 1 to 13. So she passes. So she takes 8 points of damage. Ooh.
It's not music. I feel like it's like a calculator type sound.
Okay, Leopold. You know it's her turn next turn. You know, magic users have many tricks to get out of these situations. I'm going to tell you she's on 5 hit points, Leopold. Let's see what you can do.
Leopold's gonna go there, and he's gonna take his glaive, and he's going to attack once,
Miss.
and he's going to use. Yes, I do. I haven't used any. Lucky.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, not even her shield will block that one.
Oh, so I.
There we go. It worked for her. Well done, Leopold.
And down she goes.
Oh crap! Our scribe died. I just realized that.
Stab her in the stomach and impale her to the ground.
Oh yeah, I forgot to. Yeah, I forgot to ask.
No, I was just thinking about it.
All right.
That was off that way too quick, man. That's gruesome.
It's taking her or
Oh,
They have some.
they do have. They have.
Wait, what are we talking about?
They do have one.
When Jimmy had a question, you asked him when it's a good break point. You just finished the battle. So.
Okay, let me give you this cube first. And yeah, they do have a cube, one cube. And it's Moa's cube. I'll show you what it looks like.
I'll pick up my javelins too.
Yep, that's the puzzle cube they have. Jimmy, what's up?
Yeah, so the character I was trying to make, I'm doing it now on Roll20 on another game, so I can put it in my vault or whatever and maybe switch it over. But it didn't give me the options that I wanted. Or I was choosing a sorcerer, and it only gave me the dragonborn background. Didn't have any others. So I mean, we can probably work that out later. But I'm making it on Roll20 for now.
Okay. And what? So you're a sorcerer?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a sorcerer.
Cool. Is the sorcerer ready to go otherwise?
I am leveling it up right now.
Okay. Okay. So we'll let you do that, and you do get that puzzle cube. Also, yep, they all have spell books. Their spell books are identical. Let me tell you what else they have. Where are they, the bags? Okay. You find on the wizards. You find 2 items. I'll just give these to you, but you find a ring of protection and a ring of fire resistance. And you also find spell books. They're all identical. And they all contain identical spells. Just going to copy that. And for reasons, it would look like Meaningful Megan posted to Tomb of Annihilation. But for reasons, it's my wife. That's what's in their spell books.
Making note of spellbook. Anyone want to take magic items, or are we going into party?
Last time I took a ring of protection, I had to cut my finger off.
You insensitive pricks. You're looting the body. Ovix is dead. The fuck? Not a word for the fallen?
Oh yeah, don't we have a standard speech? We're so good with him because he's a friend. What's our standard thing we say? Let Uptown take them and then we burn the body.
Well, I...
We didn't really know him that well, but I mean, he was a
I only
nice.
translated one thing.
He was a nice man. He was kind of working for some bad people too. So
you set him on fire. Well, it's true. I mean, he is dead, but fuck, we only knew him for less than a day. But
Less than one scene.
Godspeed to you, Ovex. Thanks for the translation. Okay, I'm done. That's enough of a speech. Let's burn him, send him to Uptown.
He's a red shirt.
Yes.
Well, I'm already resistant to fire, and someone else who has already seen this in the picture.
Carrick, what are you resistant to?
I don't have resistance to fire. Seems appealing since we always seem to be getting hit with fireballs.
Yep, go ahead. I mean, I'm able. Well, as long as I have spell slots, I can use absorb an element.
So, Carrick, you're taking the Ring of Fire resistance?
I will take it.
Do you want me to add it to your character sheet for you?
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, just give me a sec. Apparently you don't need to attune to that. Did that go on? Boom. Oh, no, you do need to attune to it, sorry. So that's your first one anyway, it's not a big deal. Yeah, so if you update your sheet, you should see that ring. And you notice under defenses you have resistance to fire now. Is anybody taking the ring of protection?
I was going to say that, I mean, having a strong AC is very nice, but I feel like it should be used by someone on the front line. Rock, I think. I mean, I would recommend that you use it. One, because you seem to be hit, drop too many times, and I don't want to see that. But
I would object. Hopefully this one won't have to put my finger on.
Good news is that it doesn't. Do you want me to add that to your character sheet, Rock?
Yes, please.
Okay, just a sec. So a ring of protection. Oh, accidentally gave you two. We'll delete one of those. And you might need to refresh your character sheet, but you now have an attuned ring of protection under your inventory. Yep. And it will automatically apply the +1 to your stuff, to your saves. Yep. Okay. You do find some gold pieces on them as well. In fact, you find... Whoops. Didn't mean to press that button. You find that many gold pieces. 42 gold pieces.
You guys want me to add it all to party? Give the
well, I feel like we should maybe go back to the temple. Tiny hut there instead.
To the temple? Yeah, good idea. You snookered us in last time. We didn't know where to stay.
Well, I didn't know there were evil wizards looming nearby. But they might be gone now.
once
this.
asked how many wizards there were.
Yeah, we did ask. It sounded like. Did I write this? Damn it! I know I asked, and I may not have written it down.
While we're waiting, Leopold, why don't you roll me a d20? And roll low.
Oh, I didn't write it down. I don't know if K2 would remember that. Eric doesn't.
You didn't want a 19 or a 20, Leopold, so that's just fine. So just to expedite things a little bit, you do go back to the temple, you do cast Lehman's tiny hut, and because Leopold didn't roll a 19 or a 20, you successfully get your long rest in. So take one of those beautiful long rests.
Much needed. Much earned. I think that was it three encounters, I think? Maybe four. Two from this time, obviously, and at least one last time.
Long lot, man.
On the plus side, you do have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 9 puzzle cubes. So you're on your way. Okay.
I'm gonna attune to that the staff. I saw it on the what do you call it on Inyoka's character sheet.
Okay.
Right stick of Malabu or Baba, and I have all the stuff from it.
Cool. Okay. Okay, so morning comes, flies continue to buzz, it's humid, hot, sweaty in the jungle. What would you like to do? Just give me a yell, Jimmy, when you're ready, and we'll find a way to bring you into the story.
Should we kind of continue to zigzag? Do we know how close we are to water on this side?
All right. Can have a look if you want. Do yeah.
How do you guys want to do this? I feel like we don't want to miss anything. We just kind of zigzag all the way up. But it looks like we may have already missed something down here.
Oh, let's just keep going up. I mean, let's just go up and come back down. We can go up this direction and then come down this direction here, and we'll catch it.
Sure. And I mean, it looks like there might be more over here as well. Actually, can we see the cliffs? How far
Okay.
are the cliffs over here?
We'll say you lost my mouse. We'll say you wander over this way a little bit. Cross over this little aqueduct or whatever it is. Move over here. So you see the edge of the city there, and you see a large amphitheater there. I won't say you approach it yet, but yeah, so what you see is it's like a ruined amphitheater looms over the surrounding buildings. Vines cling to its steps, and animal statues line its stands. The muddy ground outside is stripped clean of vegetation, and an eerie silence hangs over the area. No birds cry, no insect chirps, nothing stirs.
Well, that place seems very ominous. We go the other way and come back to that. But I'm open to whatever.
Well, we gotta go there sometime.
Okay, well, let's do it then. I guess we'll swoop around the west and come back down the east.
So you're going to check out the amphitheater? Is that right?
That's what it sounds. Rock. Sounds like that's what Rock said. I'm down.
Okay, so you kind of walk down this amphitheater, and as you do, you hear a voice coming from just underneath, kind of hiding in these bushes here. What do they hear, Jimmy?
Kind of a native voice. Salita might recognize. nice. Are you? I don't know what to say right now.
You're like, who goes there?
Um, Stop. Are you here to stop the will of Uptown?
We are here to reverse the death wish.
That seems to be what Uptown has sent me to do as well. Seems to be many unnatural things going on. Needs to be stopped.
What are you doing out here by yourself?
This, I'll let you to decide whether this is appropriate for you or not. But down here, you remember you came across a ruined campsite with a dirty yellow cloth hanging from the side of it. If you like, it's up to you, Jimmy. But that camp was made by a company of the Yellow Banner, and they were here to investigate Omu, and they've learned about the death curse, and they were also here to stop it. Does that work for you in your... Yep. Okay, so you're from the company of the Yellow Banner. I'll just put that in chat. Sure.
It's in my archive. How can I bring it in?
What do you mean in your archive?
I created it in another quote-unquote game.
Oh,
Just to bring those and put in my archive.
okay. I need to check whether I allow importing of characters into this one. Because if I don't, I will set that up. I should be able to import it into here, Jimmy. Okay. Put character sheets. So are you in the character vault? Is that where the guy...
I created it and then I right-clicked on it and put in archive.
The main... Man, I think... Did you create your own game, like of Roll20, and then created it in that? Like just a dumb game?
Then I archived it.
Archived it inside of the game? Like, no, that doesn't make sense. So you right-clicked and did archive? Or... I'm not sure if that's quite the right way to do it. Below... okay. So... So once again, my wife will paste something into Discord. Click on that one. Okay, and once you clicked on there, click on Import Existing Character. And then select the game and the character.
Where is it supposed to give me the option to import?
Do you see the one that says Characters in my vault? I mean, I pasted the link in Discord there. Did you click on that link?
I clicked on that.
Then there should be a big blue button on the right that says Import Existing Character.
No, it says create new game, custom sheet, sandbox, join a game, manage subscription.
You're at roll20.net/vault/characters.
It didn't take me to the. There we go. Sorry.
Okay.
User error.
The ID 10T code.
6,000 SEX.
Assume it's making sense from here now.
Yeah. I have to pick Tomb of Annihilation, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Then it.
Character. Oh, I see. Okay.
Then I think I get it. And you have no control over it until I give you control.
I don't see it in here.
Let me refresh this. What's your character called so I can just keep an eye out for it?
Mazadal.
Mazadal, okay.
Mazatl.
Mazatl. No, I don't see him. I mean, you obviously chose Tomb of Annihilation and clicked on Export to Game, right? I mean, seems like an obvious question.
Well, I did, but I didn't see it as an option. So do I have to pick JD where?
Yeah, so it should come up with your character description, and then choose Tomb of Annihilation next to from the choose a game option, and then export to game. I'm just testing. I just exported one of my old characters who actually died in Tomb of Annihilation. So actually, that's probably not a good character to import, but no, that one came through. So next to your character, select Tomb of Annihilation and then click on Export to Game.
Characters in my vault. Import existing character.
Yep.
I pick your game, Tomb of Annihilation.
Uh-huh.
Import character.
Or Export to Game.
Choose a game.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's just not. It didn't show up either way. Let me keep working on it.
Okay, I'll just show you quickly what I see. I mean, is that what you see as well at the top of the sheet? Like has your brief character description, then Tomb of Annihilation.
It didn't do that.
Try
I have two 100 radiuses, and then I have some old characters, but not the one I just put in there. So let me keep playing with it.
Okay, all right, but that's the way to do it. I think mostly there. So, for some reason, you're hearing voices in the bushes. You're thankful it's not a burning bush, otherwise it could be God, but you don't hear anything. So, what would you like to do? You want to go over and investigate this amphitheater a bit more?
What was your name again?
Mazadal.
How do you spell that? Oh,
Like it sounds.
Like,
Good question.
asking Jimmy, the player, what he's struck with.
Yeah, no, Mazadal has dark skin, but he is dressed almost like what we would maybe consider tribal Aztec.
I recognize the accent. Are you from Port Nine Zaru, perhaps? And what, pray tell, brings you out into this god-forsaken place?
You said it, Uptown. I'm a follower of Uptown. Uptown, I see.
Well, well, here we are once again, everybody. We've lost Inyoka, that is terrible. We've lost Carrick, that's terrible. We've lost Avex, that's terrible. And other people who I can't even remember the name of, it's been so many. We're really in the position to pick up another stray.
Yeah, I mean it's I think it's if we share the same goal, then I think it is safer in numbers, and I would feel bad for leaving this person alone here. So
I appreciate you.
if you, I feel like you should join us. We share the same goal.
That's good. Looks like you may use somewhat of my abilities to help you.
And what is your? If you don't mind me asking, I'm just curious. And what are your skills? Could we count on you in battle? There's been a lot of that.
Yes, I am a sorcerer of Uptown.
Well, I think that would definitely come in handy, especially if we find any more wizards.
Slater says, insight check. What does she get with a 9, Jimmy?
Well, he's dressed pretty skimpily, so he's definitely not a knight.
Mm-hmm. Well.
I would probably be inciting him as well. Well, it's, if you vow to watch our backs, I can't speak for my comrades, but I will vow to watch yours.
We'll also
Daniel, I feel
notice-
like you're saying something awesome, but you're on mute.
No, there's.
More barriers,
You
but
notice that he is. There's something about him that just seems kind of striking. He looks human, but a little bit more possibly than human. Malcolm, I did import him now.
Oh, okay. Let me see where I see him.
There he is.
Ah, yes. Okay, let me just shuffle him around a little bit. And do you want to just send, post the character art inside of Roll20 there, inside of Discord? And I'll quickly make a token for you. I'm a bit of a pro at making tokens, if I do say so myself. Done a million of them.
I made one. Character sheet.
Ooh, nice art. Okay, just give me a second, and I will. Yeah. Oh, you got your token even better.
It almost seems to have some type of almost celestial type of charisma.
And his name is Oops.
yeah, my backup character that you're working on is thinking about something.
Divine soul.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But it's also, if you're talking, I don't know if you're talking about his race or not, his being divine or just his class.
Oh yeah, he's ASMR.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what my reason was.
Okay. Okay, almost there. Just drag across to here. Bring in the art for Muzzle. Add him to the friends. And just set it up. Does he have dark vision? Does he have dark vision, Jimmy?
Sorry, I'm answering you on mute. Yes, he does.
Okay.
60 feet.
60 feet, night vision. 60 feet. And 51 hit points, 12 armor class.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Seems low, but I don't know what I do differently to make it higher.
Mage armor shield combo is always a good one. Okay, I think we are good to go, Muzzle, so we'll use this token in the future. But at the moment, you're outside of the amphitheater. And yes, you were with a group called the Company of the Yellow Banner. And you're here exploring, trying to get to the heart of what the hell this death curse is. But your entire party got slaughtered. And you managed to escape somehow. But what you saw was once they camped, there was just an overwhelming attack force of Wanti. Like the amount of Wanti they sent to a group of 5 adventurers was just ridiculous. Like there's about 30 of them that just descended on your camp. And by the blessings of Ubtao, alone, you managed to escape. And not only that, escape undetected and unscathed. And I relay that story.
Yes, we must be careful of the Wanti. They are strong. Many were slaughtered at their hands. They are powerful foes.
That is noted. Thank you for that information. Definitely keep an eye out for that. Well, we were just about ready to take a look at this amphitheater.
Okay. Well, I will say no Wanti jump out of you. But as I said, yeah, the area around the amphitheater is strangely stripped clean of vegetation. As you go there, you don't hear birds, you don't hear insects, nothing stirs. What do you do?
Is there, go ahead, Rock?
So you can see footprints going around. Any disturbance? Sense anything?
Make a survival check. As the DM turns his air conditioning on because it's just boiling in here now. With a 12, you don't. Yeah, with a 12, which is above average for what a human could do, you do find some footprints. Some of them smaller, some of them large. I'm going to say with a 12, you know, the footprints are maybe about humanoid size, the smaller ones, and the other ones are bigger. It's hard to place your point on it. Like, is it as big as a horse, or as big as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, or as big as a Brontosaurus? You don't know. You just know large and big. You don't know how big, though. Sure. Okay, so you put up your divine sense, trying to detect undead or fae, celestial, and as you reach out, nothing. And as you are just generally searching around, wondering what the hell is going on, for no particular reason, would you mind placing yourself on this map where you think you would be? For no particular reason. There's... No. 10 feet, but you can jump up there no problem, especially with your ring of jumping. Okay, the statue you get a closer look at. It does actually look like a representation of Uptow. I think now you've kind of discussed seeing, and like on the chest of the statue there's an intricate maze, and it looks like a very powerful warrior. And from other images you've seen of Uptow, it's fairly obvious this is a statue of Uptow. This will be over there. This leader's over there. Okay. As you are searching around, wondering what to do, Leopold, you notice it first. You notice a little thump. And you think, oh, that's interesting. But then the thump gets louder and you kind of grasp hold of the Uptow statue to keep your balance. And then the rest of you notice this big thumping sound coming through. And you look around and, as I said, this is the art has this foliage, but this foliage isn't here, we'll say. But then bursting through the forest to the south comes roaring into view this massive creature. Comes in, it gets here and lets out an almighty roar. And I'll show you the art for this creature because it's pretty cool. This is what you see. And needless to say, we're going to do one of these. Come on, King of Feathers. Roll good. Poot. That's a thing with these big, powerful creatures. They don't tend to be very dexterous. Oops, artist as well. Oops. Wait on. Artist, Salida, and Dragonbait. Okay, so is it Mazatil? Is that right, Jimmy? Mazatl. Okay, so Mazatl. Maybe this is your chance to prove yourself worthy of these people who have very willingly let you in. One day I'm going to say to a player, make a character that's actually a villain, be accepted into the party, and then slaughter them where they stand. But that is not the case today. Far too trusting for some reason. But Mazatl, yes, you are up as this huge creature comes in. Okay. We can use one of the nifty spell effects for that. Like right on top of it. You should be able to move it around a little bit if you like, and Muzzle. But is that a good spot? Okay, we'll lock that down to the map level. And what does he need to do? He needs to make a strength saving throw. Okay. What solid masses is it anchored between? Well, I'll give you control over it once again. And if you can position it... Ah. Ah. Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's fine. So, okay, so it does... I think you put it right on top of him there. Oh, that'll do. Okay, so... each creature... okay, nothing actually happens yet, but on its turn, I'm going to make some rolls. Okay, so nothing, just the way the mechanics work, but the web shoots out, encases him, maybe, we don't know. Dragon bait, he's going to swing around to the side, avoiding the webs. Bring out his holy avenger, smelling like brimstone. One swings it once, swings it twice, hits just the one time. But that does 15 points of slashing damage. The creature barely affects. It's going to take a lot more better hits than that. Sleater says, we will bring this creature down! And fires her short bow, and it just bounces off its scaly hide and clatters to the ground. She says, shit, shit! Leopold. Sure. Okay, so wisdom saving throw, DC 14. Okay, let's have a look. Wisdom. That. Oh, he rolls exactly a 14, so that's going to succeed. Okay, roll me a d20. So it's 11. He has a +1, 12. That would fail. He is slowed. Slowed. We'll put that on him. You are concentrating on that, Leopold. That is good. Okay, so yeah, slow comes out. The creature gradually, loses a little bit of ferocity as it's confused as the slow spell takes over. They go, K2. Okay, so another wisdom saving throw. DC 15. Okay, wisdom save coming up. 12. That fails. Okay, so it has been wounded. Yep. 12 points of damage it is. Okay, 12 points of damage. Okay, so the toll of the dead rings out. And 12 points of damage is done. Okay, cool. The creature is just furious with all these bits and pieces on top of it. But Rock, thinking you're in trouble, the creature stops, pauses in the web. Slowed down. What do you do? Oh. Okay. 19 and 18 both hit. Okay. Okay, got it. Okay, that hit. At advantage because of the Vow of Enmity. Okay, cool. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, with a divine smite and your energy, just do a number on this creature. Okay, nice. It's looking scratched. Carrick. Okay. 16 hits. Okay. So 7 piercing. Okay, got it. Okay. As Artis Simba is getting ready to attack, a creature appears from just above you, Carrick. Kind of smiles. It's this little wee tiny Dionychus, something like that. I'm not sure how you say that. It is going to pounce down from above you. And is going to make 3 attacks on you. So it jumps down. It's a little... It's going to try to do a bite attack. Rolling a dirty 20. I assume that hits. Does that hit? So 7 piercing. And can you make me a strength saving throw, please? Okay, so it pounces onto you, and the sheer strength of it tries to knock you down, but it doesn't. Then it comes at you with its 2 claw attacks, rolling a 13 and a 19. So I think the 19 will hit as well. So another 4 points of damage. This creature bounds down on top of you. And Ada Simba says, okay, it's definitely my turn now. Where is that one? Oh, over here. Okay. So another one of these creatures will appear as soon as I get my clicks together. Over on the amphitheater. Let me just check its movement. Can move 40 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 50, 60, 70, no, 50, 60, 70, 80. So it gets right up into there. So it's going to pause back there, taking the dash action. So that's its turn. Finally, Artis gets a turn. Artis brings out his longbow. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, look at those rolls. Artis is very happy about that. So 16, 20 points of damage. Nice. Dumps into the creature. As arrows fly through. Okay, Artis says, well, now it's definitely somebody else's turn. And another one of these creatures appears over here. Jumps off this, takes a running start at Salida. It's going to lead with its bite attack. Natural 1. Claw. What's her armor class? Not good enough. She takes 13 points of damage. Needs to make a strength saving throw. Not very good at those. But good enough. The creature thumps into her and she resists it. Then another one of these creatures appears. Right over here. And does what his buddy does. Comes to swarm towards dragon bait. Actually swings around here looking to surround it. That will be its turn. And then finally, one more arrives. Right, climbs up. Takes a dive bomb at Leopold. And Leopold, your armor class is 17. So, comes at you with his bite. Chop! Rolls a 20 on the dice for 9 piercing. Waiting for it. For silvery barbs.
Oh no, I already used my reaction, I believe.
Oh, okay. We can take 9 points of damage then. And make me a Constitution saving throw. Okay, that succeeds. But then comes at you with a claw attack. Boom, rolls a dirty 20 again for 4 points of slashing. Another Constitution saving throw, please. 4 damage, yep. Okay. Final claw attack. Rolls a 7. So, maintaining concentration on slow, which is the good news. Now the web comes into consideration. So it's a dexterity saving throw. He rolls an 8. So he will use his legendary resistance to resist that. And I let that slow happen this round because I forgot it. But it's also going to use its legendary resistance to get rid of that slow spell. So the web's not a factor. The slow's not a factor. It checks off both of them. But it has used up 2 legendary resistances. That's the good news. Turns its attention to Rock. Rock, you see the creature open its mouth and just let out a roar. And the swarm of insects appears right next to it and starts buzzing around your face. And it's going to try and bite you. What's your armor class, Rock?
19.
Oh, I guess.
That shield is a reaction. So it's 24.
Not good enough. Take 33 points of damage. And you are in its mouth. Okay, so... Okay, so yeah, just breaks through these webs and bites down and you picked you up in its mouth and it's thrashing you around. Functionally, you are grappled. You're restrained. So attacks against you will have advantage. Your attacks will be at disadvantage. And we'll see if you can get out of it. Let's see what happens. Then it takes its tail attack and swings it at Dragonbait. Hitting Dragonbait for 20... Whoops. That's not right. Hitting Dragonbait for 27 points of damage. And right after its turn, this is where the swarm happens. The swarm's going to buzz around you, Rock. They're going to attack you. Whoops. At advantage. If you cast shield, it is, yeah. It's not a concentration spell, so 24, yep.
Well, it didn't, but when I cast it, when the dinosaur hit me, it doesn't last for a round, or is it?
Last until the end of your next turn? I think that's right. Okay, regardless, the swarm buzzes around you. Misses. Oh, 20. No, these are at advantage. That will hit. Take 18 points of damage.
My armor class is 24.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
I guess I'm
We'll say it's not a crit, because that seems a bit odd. But we will say that you take 10 points of damage. I think that's a little unfair, right? Your crit. So we'll just say normal amount of damage. So take 10 points of damage from that one. Okay. Muzzatl. I think I'm saying that right now. Mazadl. Mazadl. Okay. Mind Sliver, the little used intelligence saving throw, has a -4 on this, and it rolls a 0. So it's going to take. It's not going to use its legendary resistance. It is going to take the full 12 points of damage. Isn't there something else with Mind Sliver?
Yeah, it has a penalty to its saving throw. It didn't show up, so let's do this.
Okay, so I'll put a little minus on it, and we'll remember that for the saving throws. As long as it happens before your next turn. Okay, cool. So mine's about. Is that your turn, Mazadl?
Yep.
Dragonbait, looking very injured, is going to take 2 swipes with his Holy Avenger. Both miss. It's a terrible roll. And Dragonbait. Nah. He's going to do something interesting. He's going to take 3 steps back, voluntarily evoking an attack of opportunity, for which he'll swipe at with his tail. He takes a full 18 hit points back to the face, and then he moves back up into the range, effectively burning the reaction. And you smell the smell of mustard, rock. So it used its reaction up. Okay, Selida. Selida will aim with her short bow. And that will hit. Cheers. We'll bring this beast down yet. Only take that. Leopold. Little friend up on the pillar with you. Yep. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Normally I'd have people roll for such a move, Leopold, jumping from things to things, but because that was so cool, you just nail the landing. No problem. Nice. Okay, K2, looking at a very inspiring jump. What do you do? Yep. Ooh. Now, I don't think that's concentration on your part. But of course, if Ruck attacks or does anything, then it'll break the sanctuary. But yeah, no, excellent choice of spells. Love it. Oops. Nope. 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 Oh yeah, it's not a spell, right? So you can cast it, no problem. Okay. There you go. I gotcha. Oh, there we go. Cool. Do you get that now? You personally? At the end of your turn. Okay, so yeah, 11 temporary hit points. Okay. Is that your end of your turn? If only you took a step 5 foot to the south, you could have got Rock with your Twilight Sanctuary as well. I did ask. Oh yeah, that's true. But his movement is 0 at the moment. But let's see what happens. Rock. You're in a dinosaur's mouth, a rather large dinosaur. What do you do? If you have the Misty Steps spell, you can absolutely do that. Because hands is an action, right? Yeah, okay, so you're good. So, cast a spell. Wow, yeah, so bamfing out of there. Boom. Then casting the Cure Wounds or the Lay on Hands. Nice. You're out of danger for the meantime, at least anyway. Is that your turn, Rock? Okay, Carrick. Okay. 19 hits. Okay, they're not undead, so that's just 5, yep. That hits again. Five plus your longsword damage, which is enough to twain it in two. Creature dies. Okay. By the way, as Carrick, as Rock bamps away, Dragonbait looks around. He sees a swarm of insects. He sees two small dinosaurs, and he sees a rather large dinosaur. He is looking a little panicked. But Carrick, okay, dashing over there. Speaking of him, this little creature comes over, tries to attack Dragonbait. It's going to try and use its pounce attack first. What's his armor class? Oh no, that hits, so he takes 3 points of damage. Dragonbait needs to make a strength saving throw, which he succeeds. And then the two little creatures are going to bite. And one of them hits for 6 points of damage. Dragonbait is looking very rough. Okay, Artis Simber. It's going to fire his longbow 3 times. Hitting 3 times. And one more. That's at 19 points of damage. Okay, so the arrows start flying through the air. Artis Simba's had his turn. This one's going to attack Salida. Actually, it's going to do something interesting. It's going to back up here, invoking an attack of opportunity from Salida, who swings at it with its scimitar and hits for 3 points of damage. But then it comes charging back at Salida using its pounce attack. Start with a bite. Hits with a bite. She needs to make a strength saving throw. She fails and is knocked to the ground prone. These remaining claw attacks will be at advantage. 1, 2. She takes 14 points of damage. Salida, too, is looking very rough as this creature's just tearing at her body. Another one comes up. Starts attacking Dragonbait. Goes for the pounce with a bite attack. Hits with a bite attack. This is very important for Dragonbait. This could be a matter of life and death for him. So I'm going to have one of you guys roll it. He needs to make a strength 12 saving throw. And Dragonbait has a +2, so he needs a 10 or better. Since you've abandoned him, Rock, roll me a d20. Want to roll high. Oh, Dragonbait gets knocked to the ground, surrounded by these creatures. It's going to attack him twice at advantage with a claw attack. Rolling crits both times for 16 plus 13, 39 points of damage. The second... Oh, that's not this one. This one pounces towards Carrick. Carrick, it jumps towards you, making a bite attack, rolling an 18. Does that hit? No, it doesn't. But it comes back with the claws, with a natural 20 and a 19. For a total of 20 points of damage. The King of Feathers reaches down, sees the prone Dragonbait on his back, holding up his Holy Avenger, praying to the gods that this won't hit. Gonna roll it. Yep.
Since he hasn't moved and he's in the web, he has to make a dex saving throw.
Okay. He rolls a 19, so he succeeds. He's not going to burn up a legendary resistance. But he's going to attack. So I'm going to roll these 2d20s. This is at advantage, the highest one. Oh! A 9 plus 10 is 19, which is what Dragonbait does not have that. So he picks up Dragonbait, throws him up into the air a little bit, swallows Dragonbait whole, and Dragonbait 2 falls. I knew you were going to ask that. No. So you're going to either have to kill this or find a way to get a Holy Avenger out. Tail. Come up here. Getting...
No, I got deleted out of the thing.
Oh, okay. What was your turn? Your roll, do you know?
21.19.
Okay, what? So 2104. So just go now. And then we'll pick it up again.
All right. Well then, we are going to...
There it is. I was hoping to see it.
Okay, so something I should mention is for his previous saving throw, he actually gets a minus D4 because of the Mind Sliver. And that reduces his save from a 19 to a 16, which still succeeds. So he still busts out of the web. Fireball. Okay, dexterity saving throw. Come on, roll high. 15. Okay, so half damage, so 16 points of damage. Where do you land the fireball exactly?
It should be big enough to hit him, these two down here, and the swarm.
Well,
Right,
it's a that.
so
It's going to get the two. Yep, you can get the two baby dinosaurs and the swarm of insects. Okay, let's go through baby dinosaurs first. Dexterity saving throw for one of them. It's a fail. The second one, dexterity saving throw, is a success. So it takes 16 points of damage, still pretty mucked up. And the swarm of insects, which is... they get just a +1 to this. They fail. And poof, they disappear. Oh, but since that was so nasty to me, can you roll me a d6, please, Jimmy? And don't roll a 5 or a 6. 1. Okay, so we'll say the web's gone. Okay, so he doesn't get his special ability back. And we'll say the web goes away. Okay, so...
Does he cough up dragon bait from the smoke from the fireball?
No, he doesn't. Now, did you actually miss a turn? And if so, you actually get another turn now.
no.
Okay, so the fireball explodes around it, getting rid of some of the dinosaurs, but not all of them. Bouncing Leopold, what would you like to do? Okay. 7 misses, 17 hits. Humps, 3 points of damage. Nice.
Then I'll give Carrick Bardic Inspiration.
Carrick Bardic Inspiration. Okay.
Say, watch out for its back feet. It scratches like a cat.
And, by the way, I forgot to do the creature's second attack because of the confusion around Muzzletl. Muzzletl? Still getting it wrong, sorry. Can you say it again, Jimmy? Mazzardle. Strong A to start with. Okay, Mazzardle. So, Ruck. Are you a sanctuaried? Ooh. Maybe this won't matter in the end. Wisdom saving throw. He rolls a 9. So he needs to choose a different target. And he is going to choose K2 instead. Sanctuary kind of working against you here. Swings at you with a tail attack. Rolls a 21. Okay. So the shield goes up. It almost knocks you off your feet as you avoid 30 points of damage. So good use of the shield. So that was the end of its turn, which got done in the confusion. Selida brings out her short bow, fires it. Oh, there we go. 8 points of damage. She says, yes, we'll bring down this beast yet. And just for funsies, I'll give you a... You should be able to see the health bar on this guy now. Dragonbait will hold on to his sword. And Death, K2. What would you like to do? Okay. Oh, hooray! I think so, yeah. Okay, he's going to move again, but I have noted that. Okay, wow, so yeah, you both get a cheer of Thunderblade. Okay. Wait, that's 2 spells. Booming Blade and Misty Step. Oh, Booming Blade's a cantrip. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. And it's a bonus action to cast it? Okay. So the action and the Booming Blade, the attack and the Booming Blade is the action. And it's a cantrip, and then bonus action, Misty Step, you're good. Okay, wow, yeah, Misty Stepping away. Pshoo! Okay, so hit and run, a good tactic against big beasts. What does Ruck do, though? Okay, it's going to make a wisdom saving throw because you leave its threatened range. It has a 10-foot reach. What's the saving spell for Sanctuary? Wisdom? Boom! He swings at you with its tail? Which would be nastier? Bite. It's going to try and bite you. Chomp! Does a 23 hit, Ruck? Yep. Ruck, take 33 points of damage. Okay. Okay. Still alive? Do you still want to do Silvery Bards? Leopold? He's not dead. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, roll me a d20, Leopold, and we'll use this roll. Alright, odd night, because we get to cheer a natural 1. Yeah, you don't take that damage. Yep. Leopold the first, Leopold the second. Okay. That was 33 damage, I think. Yeah. And it's, 13 hits, but the 10 does not. So 13 points of slashing damage to this little guy. Okay, still up. Okay, maybe just being thankful that you're alive after that. The rolls kind of went against you with the Sanctuary failing and then it hitting. But Leopold comes to the rescue with a natural 1. Not often you say that. Carrick! That's a good point. Yeah. Okay.
My longsword.
Hits.
Divine smite.
Ugh. It's enough to slay the creature. Ugh, hack it to death.
Rock, are you okay if I leave your side here?
Yeah, what the fuck can happen? What we did?
Alright, I'm gonna go 5, 10, 25. I will throw my javelin. Maybe. Let's see, what is this? I'm gonna throw my javelin now at the other guy there. Back up here. Sorry, get the shot off. It's this one.
Okay, lost my bearings a little bit there. So 7 points of piercing damage. This is the one that got fireballed. Good news is that it hits. Bad news is it doesn't kill it. But does get sliced with the javelin.
That's my turn.
Oh, okay. All right, Artis Simber will get out his longbow. 1, 2, 3. Well, only one hit this time from him. 8 points of piercing, nevertheless. Okay, which one of my dinosaurs is still alive? Well. Okay, so the one next to Salida. Everybody's forgotten about Salida. She's already prone. Actually, no, she had a turn, didn't she? I just skipped over her. She stands up. She would have run over here, purposefully evoking an attack of opportunity, just to get away because she's desperate. Bites. Does her for 6 points of damage. And now this dinosaur has an option of Artis or Salida. 1 to 3, it's Artis. It's Artis. Swings its attack to Artis. Charges at him. Makes a bite attack. Hits. Artis needs to make a strength saving throw. Succeeds with a 20. Well done, Artis. But he still takes 9 points of damage. And then the creature makes 2 claw attacks. One of them hitting for 7. Slida, let's bring this thing down together. My next one is still alive. Rushes towards Carrick. Makes a bite attack. Misses. Claw attack. Misses. Claw attack misses. So you're just deflecting them off. Yep. Okay. Okay, now next creatures are still alive. No, that one's dead. Okay. King of Feathers. So he is going to move. So he's going to take that 25 points of damage as your booming blade. Yeah, there is a lot of eeny, meeny, miny, mo's here. See, I'm not going to say Leopold's height is going to help him because the dinosaur is so big. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6s don't count. 5. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes down here. Goes for Carrick. Okay, bite attack. Oh, wait, first of all, it's going to roll a d6. Doesn't get it back. Bite. Chomp!
Did he take damage for moving? Eric, did you say that he was taking damage?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, 625.
Yep, I did do that. Yep. Does 21 hit, Carrick?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it does. Yeah. Sure.
Take 30 points of damage. Oh,
I'm sorry. I didn't catch all of that, Leopold. So I can roll a d8 for what now? Defense.
you want to, because this will take you down otherwise. I don't see why you wouldn't want to roll a d8 at this point.
Yeah, thank you. You're right. All right, d8. Here we go. Come on, man.
So that bumps your armor class up to 20. It actually rolled a 21. You would have succeeded on anything but a 1 on a d20. Chomp! Carrick falls as this creature locks its jaws around him. You see him limping in the form. For its second attack, it's going to swing its tail at Rock. Shoosh! Rolling a dirty 20. Does that hit? 19 points of bludgeoning damage. And that will be its turn. Mazatul. I still feel I'm saying it right. Mazatul. Mazatul. I got it. Hard A at this. Okay. What you got?
I wanted to upcast that. Sorry.
Sure. Oh, 20 hits. That's the good news.
Didn't give me the option. So, 1d12. So casting it at third level. So 3d12.
Sure. Phew, holy crap. The only thing I'll point out, you have to be within 30 feet. But, so just move up a little bit, and then you can absolutely do that. But yeah, that's a nasty one. As the witch's bolt connects you to the creature, and it takes 23 points of damage. Doesn't even get a save for that. Ugh. Okay, great roll. I love it. Gets a cheer from the DM. Leopold.
And I am concentrating on that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep, you can see him. He hasn't been swallowed. Okay, healing word. Oops. Nice. So, you are no longer dying, Carrick, but you are in the jaws of this creature. It's slightly good news, though. And the first boomerang hits, but the second one misses, so 6 points of damage. As you see, this creature's hit points are getting lower and lower. So that was Leopold. Salida is going to take out his scimitars and make 2 attacks for 4 points of slash. He says, damn it! Why'd you die? K2.
You're on mute if you're talking.
Use guiding bolt on this creature.
Sure.
I'll cast it.
Okay. 17 hits. Okay, nice. K2.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot it in the, try to get it through, or shoot it through its eye into its little brain. Get a good shot in, and it goes right in there, and just radiant damage.
Oof. Yes. Okay, and it just collapses down, drops Carrick. I won't be nasty and say you take damage from that. Oh, actually, nah. You're gonna take d6 damage. 6 points of damage as you fall to the ground from this dragon's dinosaur's mouth. Does that take you down again? Leopold cast Healing Word on you for 5, and then you took 6 points. Okay, you'll probably survive this one though, as the main threat's gone. But K2, you do take him down. Carrick gets, yay, I'm alive, and immediately loses consciousness again. Rock. Cool. That's Twilight Sanctuary. Ooh, first one is a horrible failure. The second one hits. That's because I like pressing this button. Alright, okay. Nice. Is that your turn? Oh, what are you going to swing at is the question. No. Lay on hands is a whole action, yeah. Okay, cool. And Carrick, make a death saving throw. As long as you don't roll a 1, you're probably going to be okay. I'll put the mockers on you. There we go. 1 success. Artis gets out bookmark and just 1, 2, 3. 3 hits on this creature. It takes... Ooh, good rolls. Great rolls. Artis. I will just cut him up into 3 equal-sized pieces and it falls to the ground like sushi. That one's dead. In fact, I think everything's dead, isn't it? Okay, everything is dead with that hit. And you stop and you pause and you take a breath. You see death and destruction everywhere, and you know Dragonbait is most certainly dead inside here. Artis rushes across immediately. No, not Dragonbait! And he falls to his knees and he is openly sobbing. We've lost 2 today. 2. Make a survival check. Our artist will help you, so make it at advantage. Okay, you expertly massacre the creature and Dragonbait falls off. Now, I know there's only one fair way to do this. Carrick, you want the Holy Avenger, right? Rock, you want the Holy Avenger, right? So, both of you roll a d20. Highest gets the Holy Avenger, because I know you both want it. So, highest roll. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, go. Well done. I think you put the reverse curse on him, Rak. By saying rolling a 1. Oh, but you're dying at the moment. So, Rak, if you don't heal him, you get the Holy Avenger. Okay. And I'll add the Holy Avenger to your character. Carrick? Holy... Oh, what type of Holy Avenger did he have? He had a... was a longsword. Okay, Holy Avenger.
I was gonna joke and say, well, excuse me, I can also use a sword. I rolled a 20, but I'm just kidding. It belongs in the hands of the paladin.
Yeah, requires attunement by a paladin. You couldn't use it.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Oh, wow. I didn't notice that last bit. Yeah. Now, in your aura, they get your plus whatever and advantage on saving throws. Against spells and magical effects is the only slight caveat, but... Wow.
We'll have to stick close.
And what kind of smell will Carrick and
That was attached to the dearly departed dragon bait. I mean, things kind of definitely worked against him, right? With the... just... It got surrounded and pummeled by these dinosaurs. Oh, I don't blame you. I would have, as I said, just a series of unfortunate events.
Selita, of all people, I wouldn't mind her getting eaten, but it's these cool NPCs keep dying.
What do you mean?
I was very fond, or am very fond of Dragon Bait.
Well, Artist Silver's days are numbered now too, guys. Just so you know. And they're the reason why we've gotten this far because they're hit point tanks.
Yeah. Good point. Sorry, I don't know that I've had a magical attack weapon before. I'm like, I like the fact that it's orange text. I'm like, wow.
Yep. And you'll see in your actions now, you're right, there's the orange one there. Wow, that's pretty cool.
I asked Artis if he knows what Dragon Bait would want. I have to at least offer that someday, if we can reverse this curse, we could perhaps bring him back. But I don't know what the
All I know about Dragon Bait is he's a champion. The odd times when he did manage to write something down and communicate that way, he was from a distant world. I got the impression that he was trying to explain that he wasn't from Faerun. Getting my words mixed up. From Faerun. He was from somewhere else. And from the somewhere else, it was not unusual for the creatures of his plane of existence to communicate with the smells. I mean, he did communicate that way, and we just got the barest glimpses of his emotions. But it was a lot more subtle than that. One good thing about Dragonbait, which I think didn't become obvious to the rest of you, is he knew a good person and he knew an evil person just by using his... what did he call it? It's like a Shen state, he explained it. And he can determine the alignment, whether they're good, whether they're evil, whether they follow the law, whether they're a force upon the chaos. And as we met all those days ago in the heart of Abtao, Dragonbait convinced me that Carrick, you had some good in you still. Despite the fact that you abandoned me all that time ago, that You'll turn it around and you're not the selfish bastard you once were. And for that, you can thank Dragonbait. I would have cut you down right where you stood, Carrick. But for Dragonbait. So this is a loss I feel especially keenly. He will be greatly missed.
Mortis, you are the clearly the closest to him. How should we honor his death? Burial, fire, or some other means?
I think his wishes would be very similar to our also dearly departed friend Inyoka. He served his purpose. In a very real sense, I feel that somebody was going to fall from this absolute beast, and I think we can be thankful that it was just the one of us. So, in a sense, Dragonbait sacrificed himself for us all, and I think he will just need to rest now, so we should light a pyre and lay him to rest.
Let's do it. Is there, no, we didn't even ask this, but minus the Holy Avenger, is there anything of his that you would want to keep, remember him by?
No. No, I mean, he was a simple man, carried no coin. I mean, you see he's got a breastplate, and he was all out attack. He had a shield, but he never really used it. Let's just bury. Let's just set a pyre.
All right, yeah, I will help with that. Say some words. 2 deaths in one day.
A lot of death tonight.
Yeah, a lot of death. You faced death a couple times too, Rock. It was, I'm glad that you were not among no incompetents.
All part of the job.
And I think on that rather somber note, we will move Dragonbait over to the Halls of the Fallen. Oh yes, and we also lose, well, what happens to Zuma, Jimmy?
Flies away to live his life.
Okay. Alright, well that was a bit of a heavy session, guys. I mean, you've done so well for so long across the jungles. I was sure at least one of you were going to die, but you didn't. But yeah, today we lost the first real PC and valuable ally. And yes, Dragonbait was a tank. He had 120 hit points, but that did not help him. Okay, gentlemen, hopefully not so much death next time, but I hope you had a good time, and yeah. Okay, see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.